Cool. Here we go. So on my other computer, I just pulled everything. So we're gonna do this. Actually, wait, I can probably just do that from here, right? Oh, unstage changes. I see. So we'll go here and we'll say tune. Adjust player movement speed using a lerp. Make players not make. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What did I just do? Tmux navigate left. Nice. We'll just rename it. Which I think I want to say use lerp to adjust our movement. Difference in move speed is not so dramatic. Oh yeah, we need to stash. And then pull. Nice. And now we have the starting to fix the bonk tile sets. Reload from disk. Let's see what we end up with. Okay, cool. Oh, this one's still bonked. Okay. Let's take a minute to glove fix. Oh wait, hold on. Finish. So glove fix broken tile sets. That's what we'll do next. Okay. I think, how do I fix this? How come there's no... Do I have to select it? Oh my gosh, it's been so long. It's been too long. Probably under LTTK. No, sorry, that's for scripts. I need to open assets. And then under here, tile sets. There we go. There we go. I think this will allow us to fix things. Collisions. Oh, right. I have tile sets under assets, and then we have, there's another spot. There's another spot. Is it under scenes? Levels. And then there's a tiles, no. There's a folder in here, tile sets. There we go. My gosh, this needs to be cleaned up so badly. Oh, here we go. There's a warning sign. I think the whole thing, the shape changed. And I think this will happen. So I think what I need to do. That might be okay. Let's see if that fixes things. Nope. I don't know. What I would like to do is just like reset it completely. Right? And then what I'm going to do, create, oh yeah, create tiles in non-transparent, right? Hold shift to create big tiles. What the hell's a big tile? Oh, I gotcha. I don't know how to tell if there are tiles or not. I legitimately can't tell. Oh, no, I still can't tell. So let's see if I go here, for example. You go to physics, physics layer. Oops, I forgot how to do this. Oh, I have to paint the properties on. Oh, well, that explains why everything's bonked. Okay, that makes sense. Huh? 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 How do I... Wait, why is it removing now? Also, am I crazy? Did this not remove anything? Okay. I must be doing something wrong. Vidal. Paint tile set is erasing. Go to tile maps, like tiles at the bottom. Go to physics inside there, you should see a tile. See, click the three dot button beside the delete point tool. C and F. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Where are these actual buttons, dude? Hello? Oh, they're in here. I got you. Oh, and hitting control flipped it. Because control... I got you. So there's no way to select a bunch of tiles all at once, basically. Which I guess is fine. I thought I finished this tile set, though. I thought I finished it. I'm like 90% sure I finished it. What I could do... Oh. It's not going to let me draw them on blank tiles. Is that why? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. I think that should fix my tiles, though. Oh, my eye, my eye showed up. My eye's not supposed to be there. I don't know why this is broken. I think we have to open breakable wall. And we have to look at the sprite 2D. Oh, I see what happened. I think I usually do it like this. So look at the scene. Sprite 2D. Oh. This is no longer 16 by 16. Can I just, Oh, no. I don't think so. Hold on. My breakable wall has different variations. Yeah. So no, I can't do that. So every time I add a new thing to this sprite sheet, it's going to cause issues. Why did I put these all in the same file again? Probably what I should do. Breakable wall should go into its own file. What did I just do? No, 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 no. There we go. Did it again. Did it again. Right? Okay, cool. What I meant to do was D, and then I'll open A sprite. I don't have A sprite. That's not true. Did I not install this? I installed Libra Sprite. I wonder if they're compatible. Um, Now under assets. No, so I guess it's under scenes. levels. Hmm? The heck? Oh, they're right here. Right, these are characters. Hmm. Where actually is the tile set? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Oh, it's right there. Oh, but wait, there's no A spread file? Oh, well, the engine's not going to show it. Wait, hold on. How come? Oh, source. That's why. Okay, so the answer is no, it's not compatible with Libra Sprite. Let me go fish out the grab the installer for it, which I thought I had somewhere. Bin? No, I don't know where I would have put it though. Hmm. I don't know how to open Samba shares from here. Hmm. I thought it would have been. Wait, hold on. SMB client. That's a new one. I've never seen that before. Oh, to list shares. Oh, so I might need the IP. I think that was my issue. Oh. Oh, I see what's going on here. Hello? Hello? Jesus. Okay. So what I can try then is go. Uh, oh, dot app image. How does that work? Oh, okay, that works. The heck did it go? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's right. No, that's not right. What the hell? Honestly, you could probably just close this one right now. There we go. Okay. Jeez. Look at that screen redraw. Assets source a sprite 2. Okay, so what we want to do here is open up our layers. And then my dungeon tile set has these guys. And I think, well, I guess here's the problem, right? I can figure out what's what, but I think it's just easier to create a new file. Oh, these tiles are, how big are these tiles? I thought these are 16 by 16. Nope, I guess they're 8 by 8. Where is it? Select a view, show grid. Grid settings. Oh, 16 by 16. Oh, right. If you double 16, it's 32. Right. Right. And then what I could just do is go. Oh, wait. I have breakable walls, a separate thing. Wait, hold on. What's in that file? I already did this for some reason. Oh, these are the old ones. I'll just slap these in here. Right, and we'll go like that, and then I think that's fine for now. If I export as export sprite sheet. Oh, I just realized this is on this screen for some reason. And there's no way for me to move it. That's amazing. That's the preview. I wonder. Yeah, this app gets very funky on here. Trim sprite. There we go. I'm gonna do this. And then come back into here and just load a different thing in. Because this is much easier to deal with. Hold up. Maybe those weren't the right ones. I'm pretty sure they were, though. Maybe I only use these two. I think that's why. So let's go here. That's not right. Oh, where'd my editor go? Kaka. That's right. There we go. Close enough. Close enough. Start frame equals frame. I think that'll fix it. No. Oh. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, I see. Variations plus orientation. Yes, because that will add 1. It's supposed to. Start frame is 129. Which is not right. So what I actually should do, I see. There we go. This is cool. It's working. I don't know what all this means though. I don't know why this doesn't zoom in though. Okay. I think that fixes the broken tiles. So what's the next thing? I don't know that the damage needs tweaking right now. That speed change definitely is helpful, I think. Let's try as running through as a different class here. I gotta get rid of this eye in here. That's not supposed to be there. Ugh. Very cool though. I guess the ground looks fine. One thing that I could experiment with is trying to put uh, a shadow layer on these, like figure out how to do that, how to make that work. I guess it would only have to go on the bottom, right? So let's commit this. Assets, collisions, and missing breakable wall asset. Cool. It just does it in a different way. And then fire up LDTK. Was I made it look like I was planning to leave this here, but I don't think I want this here. Maybe I did want that there? I don't know. But let's take a look over in Aseprite. Something that I can do. I think if I can add like a shadow tile or something. Oh, let's go here. A lot of color like this, but we'll make it like transparent-ish. And we'll just, why can't I fill? Is F not the fill key? Was that a custom shortcut that I set? Edit fill? Is there a fill in here? Select fill? No. My God. Oh, maybe that's how I can get that over here. Wait, hold on. I'll look for it in a sec. Fill is F. I don't know why it doesn't work. Yeah, works if I use the Windows key to drag it. And now I can drag it. Look at that. Don't know why I can't fill it here though. Oh, it's locked. That's a good reason. Right, now what we want to try to do is maybe go into the floor even. Right, so where there isn't something, we have this, and we'll add a new rule. Where there is one, We'll put, oh, right. I have a script that I run that does this for me. Oh, that's not gonna work. How do I run? I don't know how to run it from a Flatpak. App image. Oh, okay. That does work. But there is no. Oh gosh. Let's just do this real quick. Let's see if that works. Oh. Okay. I don't know if that is something. Oh, open. There's no command for open. That's fine. I think that worked. Ooh. Refresh. Why isn't that working? Oh. Probably because. I'll just open it here. Probably because over here. Yes, we open it before we copy it, and since that's failing, the whole thing's failing. Now I think that should do something. Yep. Right. Now what I want to do. Oh yeah, look at that. What I can do is I can change this now. I'm seeing how this is working. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Cool. Cool. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do in Aseprite. Instead of this, or maybe in addition to this, I don't know. We'll have two different variations. Oh, wait, hold on. I only need two. I only need two. I need... How big is that? I need that. And then I need... Nope. I need that. That's what I need. Right? And I'm gonna go make tiles. Come back here. What I'm actually gonna do is I guess delete this one. We're gonna use this one. Oh no, I was wrong. It was the one I had before. Whatever. We're gonna do this one. Ooh. That's not what I wanted. How does that work? This is empty. That's what I wanted, but I don't know why it looks so weird. Oh. I got it. I got it. So hold up. I think it's one of two things. Oh no, if I make another group, it's not going to change anything, right? I might have to do it as a layer. Oh. Oh, that's what I wanted. So, that can actually go back where it was. And put it on the right side. And do that. And then allow it to mirror on the X. Oh my God. Look at that. And we can do the same thing here on the top. I'm curious to see what that looks like in game. Looks like nothing because it hasn't been imported. What's going on? Scenes. Import. Did I open the wrong one somehow? Also, this isn't, I don't think this is the final. I think what I should do here is probably make this even smaller. What's up, Giraffe? Good. One, two, three, four. That probably looks even better, I would think. Oh, it does. Look at that. Oh, and then I didn't mirror this one. There we go. It's weird having to shadow on all sides, right? Doesn't make really any sense. All right, so maybe we don't mirror it. That's easy enough to change. Take that off so it's only on the top. We can take that off so it's only on the left side. But this one looks decent with it on both. I don't know why it's not coming in though. That's a weird thing. Let's pop this. That is it. That's where it is. So let's open it. It did just re-import like it did something. Let's go to levels and level 0. And I don't see it in here. Entities, touch-ups, collisions, floor. I don't see it in here. I do see the new tiles. The new tiles are here. But they're not getting imported into here for some reason. I wonder why. Why wouldn't they show up here? Imports, separate world, pack levels, tile set, force tile set, re-import. Tile set custom data we're not using. That's very weird. It's only weird because one of my auto layers is coming in and the other one is not. I mean, it's the same layer even, but some of the rules are coming in and some of the rules are not. Right? What am I missing? It's saved. And it's re-importing every time I open it. But it's not coming in. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to go on a whim and say forcing it to re-import the tile set is not what we want. I think that deleted all my collisions. It looks like they're here though. Hello? What software even is this? What's up, the Crillionaire? Oh, what? Now it's working? This is Godot Game Engine that I'm using. We have Godot. This is Vim. This is Aseprite. This is LDTK. Not Godot, the other thing. This one, the map editor. This is LDTK. Level Design Toolkit. Ugh, why isn't this working? Wait, hold on. Let me do this. I wonder if it has something to do with this option. Maybe my plugin doesn't support something. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, hold on. Wait, I just realized this tile set atlas source missing. Maybe that was happening before, right? Oh, what is LDTK? LDTK is a level editor. This is what it looks like. So you can see I have all the levels of my game laid out all next to each other. And I can create a new one here if I want. Just right click and add a new level. And it's pretty cool. It does auto tiling. So you can set up auto tiling rules. And it is kind of game engine agnostic. So you can use this in any game engine you want, including your own game engine. And it's pretty cool. Just, you know, click and drag and do stuff pretty easily. Wow, these shadows look really good. These shadows actually look really good. How much of a difference did that make? Holy. That is massive. Just that little shadow. But why isn't it showing up is a trick here. I'm gonna delete that now. But yeah, you can kind of do your own little Metroidvania stuff, and you know, you can have all the levels laid out next to each other. You can do different worlds. So I started working on a grasslands world here, which is kind of cool. I don't have all the tiles done yet. I do, I think, on my other computer, but I don't know where it is right now. I thought I did them anyways. So let's look at the errors, right? This is probably what's causing it. Wait, hold on. Failed to load resource enemies.ping. That's weird. Let me go like this and then re-import and check out here. Invalid access to property or key depth. Missing internal icons. That's fine. If you want to know more about LDTK, I have a video series on this channel, on this YouTube channel, actually. Okay, so you're on Twitch. On my YouTube channel, I'll drop a link here in the Twitch chat. Where's the Twitch chat? Twitch chat, where did you go? And if you're interested, .com/smallindie. I think that's the right link. Let me just double check. Yes. So if you're interested, I did a short YouTube video series. I'm still working on it, on how to use LDTK. Oh, I didn't put this in my task list. Glove, add shadows to tile sets. And we're doing that right now. Whoa. There we go. Okay. So I don't know why they're not getting imported. That is weird. What would make that special that it wouldn't get imported? Floor? Like, let me just see if I try drawing it manually. Does it show up? Yeah, kinda. Why is it not transparent though? It is transparent, but not in the way that I want it to be. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's why. Okay. I see what's happening. So this works in LDTK. But yeah, maybe Godot doesn't have a thing to handle this. Basically, it's all in the same layer, right? So what's happening is that even though LDTK is very happy about this, And LDTK in my tile rules, I can tell it to keep processing, you know, and like not do this stuff. The reason why, actually, I bet if I do this, it would work, right? That's probably what's messing up. No. What? Yeah, I don't know. Well, in any case, what we're gonna do, I don't even know why, whatever. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete those. I'm gonna make this as a new layer. Let's create a new auto layer and call it shadows. We're gonna base this on collisions using the fancy tile set. Edit. Empty group. Dungeon. We can set the biome. Missing biome. Oh, I have to set it here. Biome. Now, oh, also in layers, shadows should go above the floor. I think if I do it like this, I think Godot, I think the tile map layer system in Godot will be happy doing it this way. Did I do that right? I did. Oh, this is going to run into some issues also. Once I go like this, yeah, we're going to have patches because if I really don't want these to stop processing, but I don't know. Maybe this won't be an issue. We'll see. So now that I've done that, huh. Oh, the other thing I didn't check. Let me go re-import from the import thing here. I didn't check my output. Tile set atlas source missing. I need to know which one though. Is it this? Oh, levels, backups, assets, enemies. That's weird. I shouldn't be using anything in backups. Why is it using stuff in backups? No. We don't use backups. Backups are backups. What in the heck? That might be what's breaking stuff. Hold on, like if I delete level 1 and I re-import, is it going to get remade? No, because it's failing. So this is actually probably what's failing here. Invalid access to property. Oh! Why? I remember this was happening now. I think this was happening because I added multiple world support. And I think this is a bug in the multi-world support. Yeah, I have to delete this, I think. Depth 1. There is no 0. Oops. Right? It's always 1. Oh no, this one's on 0. No, this one's on 0. Is it still broken? Yes. I think that this error is what's breaking it. There's some errors breaking it. I don't know. I don't know if it's this one or the other one. Let's just trash this. It's still not working because it's still not importing. Because my level 0 is still not coming in. What? Oh, wait, hold on. Do I have to refresh this somehow? Is there a refresh? I thought there was. I mean, I thought it was automatic, but we're going to try running it, see what happens. Yeah, now it's not generating the level. And it's crashing right now. And it's taking its sweet time to crash. It's actually not letting me crash. Whoa, 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 whoa. Accidentally closed Godot. What was this flagged for to run Godot? Rendering driver OpenGL3. Godot rendering driver OpenGL3. So I need to figure out why it's not importing, because it's not importing it is what's happening. Which is a big problem. Oh, here we go. Cannot create tile. The tile is outside the texture. Tiles are already present in the space the tile would cover. Okay, so this error is probably coming from this. I'm willing to bet, which is dumb. No, because it's still not importing it. Hello? Those are my T scenes levels. Oh, that is so weird. Separate world layers. Separate world layers or separate world? I don't know. Let's try re-importing it, see what happens. Use entity placeholders. I think I need that on because my code deletes them. I should actually probably turn them off. Hmm. Well, this thing is capable of saving and reloading it. So what does that mean? Also, shadows, small mistake. That should be mirrored. Not a big deal. Tile set atlas source missing. Enemies creation failed. It's looking in backups for some reason. If this backups thing is breaking things, then I should turn off backups too, I think. Oh, multi-world support is still turned on. Hold on. Oh. If enabled, levels will be stored in a worlds array root instead of the root itself directly. So that's probably what's breaking it, because that literally changes the JSON output. And I think what's going on is I don't think the plugin that I'm using to import this has the full LDTK specification implemented. Rendering engine OpenGL3. I don't think that was right. But what I'm going to do is open it, and if it doesn't show overwritten here, I'm going to go try to override it through the UI. Oh no, it's definitely not, because it's taking forever to load. I'm just going to change it on the project level, I guess. I don't know if that solves my problem, though. I'll check the output log when it pops open, because usually the output log will say like Vulkan or something. Oh, it didn't say anything. Oh, whatever. You ever use AI while coding? Yeah, sometimes. I've been experimenting with it a lot recently. Oh, stuff's happening. I've never seen that before. If so, how? So yeah, that's a good question. So I started off using it for things that I didn't really care about. Not things that I didn't really care about, but things that are less important. Like stuff that I need to get done that is annoying to write out by hand. I use it for stuff like that. And then I started using it a little bit more for other things. I even started asking it design and architectural questions. It seems like decent. I mean, it's a lot of, I ask it a lot of stuff that I actually don't know. But I also ask it things that I do know. And I'll ask it to, like, for example, help me weigh the pros and cons of the different approaches. Like if I have 2 or 3 different ideas of how I want to implement something, like 2 or 3 different strategies for how I want to write my code, I'll say, hey, can you outline the pros and cons to, doing these 3 different things? And then a lot of times when you do that, it will also say, hey, well, it'll give you recommendations like, okay, this is the simplest, this is the most complex, but this one's kind of in between and kind of gets you enough of what you want, right? Or you ask it to explain why it chose to do things a certain way, and it's actually pretty decent at doing that. The other thing that I'll use it for is sometimes if I don't know why a particular thing is happening, I can ask it that as well, and it's pretty good at spotting things. Like that was a good one. What was it? I was setting up a shortcut key in a C++ program, and the constructor wasn't working. The code wasn't compiling, and I was like, this is the right code. Why isn't this working? And then what I had a function. I had it doing it in a separate function, and I was like, well, that's weird. Well, when I did it last time, I had pretty much the exact same code, but I was using it from the constructor. Actually, wait, I have the code open here somewhere. I can show you. It's not related to this game I'm working on, but it's these shortcuts like this, right? I had the exact same code, and this one is in a function called make hotkeys. The other one, I did it from a different Actually, it might have been this. I don't know. But in any case, basically, it was showing this all in red. And it was telling me the constructor didn't exist. I'm like, I copy pasted this code from my other code, and it was working over there. And I couldn't figure out why the constructor wasn't matching. And I actually don't remember exactly. Oh, I do remember why. The reason why, yes, this was very good. This was so good. So in C++, you have this const keyword, and you can throw it kind of all over the place, and it means different things. And it does different things. And there's different side effects to having const. So you can have const here at the end of a function, but I can also put const, well, not for void, but I can put a const here and return like a const QString list and have const at the end of the function, which is really weird, right? So I was trying to figure out why this didn't work, and it analyzed my code and was like, well, this constructor, the QShortcut constructor here, doesn't match because your function was const. If I make this const, then these all break. See that? Same code breaks because this doesn't match. But the error that you get from the compiler is just no viable constructor. And it spits all this shit out. And you're like, what? Like this is hard to sift through, right? This is like a whole screen full of information in a tooltip. It's way too much. I'm a Python dev, so C++ seems odd to me. You know, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, basically the parameters didn't match. But I guess in Python, that's probably also weird because you can, well, Python does have types, right? If the types don't match, it will tell you the types don't match, right? Actually, is that true? I guess not necessarily. It depends on the context. But basically, when you add const here, this is like self in Python. It doesn't tell you much. Yeah, this is like self in Python. If you make a class and you have self, the problem is when you make this function const, it changes self. So what happens is instead of self being like the class here is main window, that's the name of this class, and you would write, hey, main window : and then the function of main window, basically the make hotkeys function in main window. So what happens here when you make this const, this also becomes const. So instead of main window, this becomes const main window. And this constructor doesn't want const. It wants main window. But it's like such a subtle difference. Oh, what? Wow, exactly. And like I was like bashing my head. I spent like maybe 5-10 minutes trying to figure it out. And like I said, recently I've been giving AI more of a try, you know, to see like what it can do. And I was like, you know what? I just right clicked it, and then this is IntelliJ. It has AI chat built into it. I just select it and I was like, yo, what? Oh yeah, here, look, that's the last question I asked. How come the QShortcut constructor only works in my constructor? It says likely because you're calling QShortcut inside a const member function. In a const member, it has the type, this was the other class that I was working in, quick mode completed is the name of the class, and asterisk means it's a pointer to that, to an instance of that class. QShort's constructor expects non-const QWidget or QObject parent. And it's a little bit more complicated because QWidget or QObject is the parent class, but don't worry about that. Just pretend it's quick mode completed for now, right? So it's expecting it to be non-const. And when I make the member function, the method, const, it makes the pointer const also. Because it mutates the object graph by creating child objects. Oh yeah, I used IntelliJ back while I coded Java. Yes. Okay, so if you've done a little bit of Java, then C++ is like a slightly more complicated version of Java. Java's like a little bit simpler to write code than C++. But yeah, I didn't know that. So like I'm working on this app in C++. This is a different app. I haven't written C++ code in like legitimately 15-20 years. It's a long time. So it's very different. The language has actually changed a lot since I learned it. Not as much as like something like maybe JavaScript or Python has changed in maybe the last 5 years, but still pretty different. Although I guess Python really hasn't changed all that much in the past few years. But maybe C++ kind of same. There's things that you can do that are just like wow. But this was probably something that was there before that I just didn't know about. And like really const, the meaning of const, I'm still trying to, it's one of those C++ nuances that I'm trying to learn. Like const is like constant, you know? Python syntax changes like crazy. Yeah, it doesn't change too badly, right? Like a lot of the old stuff still works. So that's good, right? And so that's what I've been doing with a lot of my C++. Is like a lot of the old stuff still works. So I do that, but then you know, the IntelliJ, this is the C Lion. There's like their C++ and C language IDE. Gives you suggestions sometimes, like without the AI stuff even. It gives you suggestions of different ways to write things, or it'll be like, hey, you can make this function const. And so like I don't like blindly following those things because then you run into issues like this. Like I might have put const because it told me to a bunch of times, and I was like, you know, but you know, like it'll give you like a little slap on the wrist. It'll give you a warning saying, hey, this function could be const. And like I'm a little bit hesitant to follow those, but what I'm doing since I want to learn more is I'm just kind of like whenever it suggests it, I'll do it, and then if it fails to build or something like that, then I just have to be aware of like, hey, these are things that I'm doing that I wouldn't normally be doing, and then kind of like correlate them and figure out what I'm doing wrong. It has the bummer is when you find a near open source project requires Python 2.7. Yeah. Yeah, 2.7 was a big one. Well, 2, right? That's the last version in Python 2 maybe. It was 2.7. I converted all my stuff to Python 3 already. And then Python's getting all this cool new typing stuff. I like Python. GDScript's a lot like Python. This is Ruby. This is GDScript, right? Looks a lot like Python, right? But I don't know why this is not importing. What is going on, dude? Wait, there are errors here. Oh, cannot create tile. The tile's outside texture, or there's already tiles present. Okay, this might be that might be coming from no, because these are all stopping. Wait, hold on. Can I disable a rule and just put like one of these and see what happens? I work with Godot a bit and Ruby with RPG Maker. You can do Ruby and RPG Maker? I didn't know that. Kaka, dude. All hobby stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Ah, I crashed again. Okay, so basically, the problem I'm facing now is that my LDTK file is not importing. So the importer plugin for Godot is failing to convert my file into a Godot scene for whatever reason. And that's what I need to uncover. Why is it failing? So we pop that, we go in here. Tile is outside the texture area. Tile Atlas has no tile. Tile Atlas source Atlas has no tile at 1.0. Cannot create tile. 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. I don't know what that means. So what we're going to do is we're going to start eliminating things in here. I just go like this. sorry you gotta go. But I dropped a sub. I'll see you around. Thank you for subscribing. I don't think I have notifications for YouTube for some reason. I don't know why. But thank you for subscribing, and we'll catch you next time. And Godot, is Godot crashing for you all the time? I thought it was just my Fedora setup. I think it's Linux. I so I set up this Linux desktop few weeks ago, and Godot is incredibly unstable. One thing that has made it a little bit better is this option, rendering driver. Like if you set rendering driver to OpenGL, that made it a lot better for me. Instead of using, I think the default is Vulkan. I don't know why. My my Mac runs it just fine. And so I'm actually, I love this setup that I have here because I have so much desk space. But what I might do for my Godot development in general is I might just kind of suck it up and throw my laptop on the desk and like make things more complicated and annoying for myself, basically. Just because it's way more stable on the Mac. I'm like, I could do it on Windows, but I'm like, Windows, I'm not really a huge fan of doing development work on Windows. Let me check if I have that. Yes. Yeah, give it a shot. You got to do it through the command line, or if you're using like a launcher, like I forget what the heck this launch, drun. Drun? I think that's what I'm using, right? It says drun, but I don't remember if that's what it's called. You can throw it in through there. Godot, whoops. Rendering dash rendering dash driver, and then OpenGL3, no spaces. But I have a display driver Wayland rendering driver OpenGL3 single window. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Single window was another thing that I was running at some point for stability. Are you also using a tiling window manager? Because I think when I was digging for stuff, I have this in my desktop file. I think when I was digging on, around on trying to fix some issues with crashing, single window was one of the suggestions that popped up. But I thought it was only for tiling window managers. And actually that was one thing that I was considering doing also, is just it's like sucking it up and just running a regular, I don't know, like KDE desktop or something, and then seeing if it crashes less using Neri. It's a window manager. Yeah, scrollable tiling Wayland compositor. I think it has issues with the tiling window managers. Oh, this looks nice, dude. I wanted a nicer one. I'm using what's it? W3? What the heck is this called? Oh my gosh. I don't remember. It's an old one. It's like one of the older ones that I'm using. M3? Something 3? I don't remember. I think it's the Wayland thing. Yeah, Wayland. So the reason why I'm using the one that I'm using, which for some reason I can't remember the freaking name. i3. I knew it had the number 3 in it. It's like a letter and a number. Yeah, i3. The reason I'm using i3 is because Wayland had issues. I want to use Wayland, but I just like right now I can't, unfortunately. Godot can be used with C++. I see a header file. Oh, what? Wait, how come I didn't see that chat before? Must have got swallowed up. What's up, Raisin Bran? Um, yeah, the header file was from a different project. Did that chat message not pop up into my main chat? That's so weird. Oh, no, it did. I skipped over by mistake. i3, yeah, i3 is an older one. It doesn't use Wayland. It uses X11. So I'm using X because I'm using I actually have, this is my uh, PC set up, this desk, and it's my gaming PC, and I have a Linux laptop that I'm streaming from. So it's a weird setup, but basically, I'm sharing my mouse and keyboard from my Windows computer on the laptop over the network, over, um, you know, what's it called? TLS, using, what's this program called? Synergy. So with Synergy, you can use the same mouse and keyboard, and then like when the mouse leaves one screen, it'll go to the next screen. So that's how I have it set up right now. This looks so nice though. This looks so nice, dude. Wayland, everything in Wayland just looks really nice. But anyways, so what were we looking at here? Oh yeah, why isn't this tileset atlas source missing? I don't know how to troubleshoot that. That might be like, a lot of this stuff's probably related. So maybe what I do is I delete this. I mean, maybe what I should do is start going through my LDTK file and start deleting things. Add shadows. Well, right now, what I need to do is say glove fix broken LDTK import, and that needs to be the priority. Shadows, we're going to delete that. This should work, but hold on, where's the backups thing? Save levels to separate files, backup on save. I'm going to remove that. Yeah, look, is recommended. I don't care. We're not backing it. I have Git. I'm not backing anything up using your crap. I don't know if it's causing issues, but like less things, you know, less complex things maybe work better, right? I don't know. I mean, also haven't really used it yet. Oh, look, no errors, but my file still didn't come in. I don't know. Is there like a refresh? Oh, it's there. Oh, no, that's the LDTK file. Huh? Oh, T-scene. No, there's no level 0. Why is T-scene not showing? Why is the scene file not coming in? Both the other errors went away though. Did I turn on any other options in here? Use LDTK. What else would I'll use JSON? Yeah, that's fine. Multi-world support is off. Yeah, that's fine. Try closing it and reopening it. Now, that just runs the game. And my thing is still missing. Yeah, you can tell this thing doesn't really play well with this window manager. Godot. Oh, that's what I was trying to do. Oh, and I accidentally closed this one. Whoops. Several warlords, pack levels. I don't even know what that means. So let's see, re-import again. Oh yeah, this. Cannot create tile at 1-0. I don't see anything wacky in any of these. Like I've played and tested all of these before. I'm trying to figure out if there's something in here that changed. The obvious solution might be frustrating that just disappears. Yeah. Well, I deleted it because I literally went like this and I hit delete because I was like, I don't think it's importing it. And, the files were still there, but they weren't getting updated. So to prove that, I deleted one of them. And yeah, it's not coming back because of something. It's probably an issue with the file, with the LDK level files. So what I may have to do, the backups are still here. What I may have to do is just go through Git and just keep going back in the Git version until I find a version that works. The thing that sucks is I just updated this to use the latest tile map. So let me ask you something as you're here. So the way I did this, why did I do this way? Oh, because I thought this would be convenient. But maybe this is not convenient at all. What I've done, yeah, as I'm saying this and explaining this, I'm realizing if this is causing the issues that I'm having, this is very not convenient. I have one file right now, and I'm working in layers. So these are all my tile maps. I only have these 3. This is a template, right? And this template is the auto tile template in LDTK. I just made it as a template here. So if I go to, basically if I go to my layers and I want to add a new set of rules, this basically matches the same shape that this is in. And then I can draw on top of this And then I can go through here and pick out all my tiles and just match them to the tile set, right? Which is great. But having them all in the same file seems to be causing issues. I mean, probably also doesn't really make too much sense to load every single level's tiles into memory either. Not that it's a huge file or anything. But maybe I should just split them, because then I had to create a build script to basically go from my Aseprite file into that sprite sheet that you see that separates them out with all the settings that I wanted. And then I had to go update all the tiles in LDTK. And somewhere along the line, everything broke. I don't know if that's related to this, or one of the reasons I was adding new tiles is because I wanted to add the Grasslands world. So I added multiple worlds support, like I showed you, by going into here and then turning on multi-world support. And then when you go here, you can add a new world, a whole new world, right? And then you can change the biome of this world, which is really cool. If I go here, say, well, change this biome to grasslands. And then when I go back in, it'll update all of my tiles to the grasslands tiles. Right? We go back, we can change it back to dungeon again, and then everything will be dungeony. You know? That's cool. The problem is, I think the reason I did this, and maybe I'm misunderstanding the way LDTK is set up, but the reason I did that is because we have this collisions layer with these rules on it. And if I want to put different rules for different biomes, because they're on the same layer, they have to be using the same tile set. Right? Because I can't have multiple tile sets on the same layer. Right? Auto layer tile set, you can only pick one for this whole layer. And that's why I did it that way. The other option, well, two options. One option is not using auto tiling and then just have a regular tile layer, and then I can put whatever I want. But then there's no auto tiling. And then the other option is each world, instead of being in the same file, would be in a different file. But the problem with that is that now when you have, like, I have these entities here, so like your key, your spawn, and your exit, and all this other crap, anytime I change this now, I would have to change that across multiple files. Seems like a pain in the neck. So I don't know. Now, the guy who made this program, he uses it for his own games. This is the guy who made Dead Cells. He uses it in his own games. So his games have different areas. What the heck is he doing? I'm assuming he's using the biomes. And if he's playing by the same rules that we're playing by, he would also have to put all the tiles in the same tile set file. Like this. Unless, I guess another way we could do this in theory is have one file and then have one layer per world, and then just use different layers for different worlds. Would be weird, because then you would have, I'm guessing if you imported this into the game engine, then you would have all these empty layers, right? these empty tile map layer objects are just sitting around doing nothing. I don't know. I don't know, but how long have I been on here? Probably not too long. Oh, about 2 hours. I need to hop off. I need to do my exercise, and then I have some stuff I gotta take care of after that. Hmm. Yeah, I have to unbreak this somehow. Bummer. I'll just go through the Git history on the LDTK files specifically and just start undoing stuff until I get to the right thing. But I'll do it next time. So that's fine. So for now, I'm gonna sign off. But I'll be back probably tomorrow. I'm probably not doing any more work streaming today. I might come back online later tonight for a game stream on Twitch. But other than that, I'll catch you guys later. And I think I just got to go back through version control, and then once I find the last version that worked, then I can look into what changed and why things are breaking. It might be because the tile set file changed. It might be because, it could be because of a lot of different things. But we'll try to isolate it next time. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in and for chatting. Appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you next time.